Chag Sameach, everyone. We're heading into Shvi'i Shel Pesach, the last day of Passover, and then Acharon, which is the 8th day here in the United States on Shabbat itself. And so as we make our way towards the culmination of the Liberation Festival, of the Festival of Freedom, just to note that in the tradition, even though when we do our Seders and we read from the Haggadah, there's a sense that we've exodused, we're already out on the other side, and we recline and we sing Dayenu. But really, according to the tradition, until the 7th day of Passover, what is known as Shvi'i Shel Pesach, the 7th of Pesach, there isn't really that clearing the last hurdle, that last obstacle, which is crossing through the Red Sea, the Reed Sea. And the tradition says that when we cross through the Reed Sea, we sang a song, and that song will be sung tomorrow in shuls and synagogues and temples around the world. And that song begins, Az Yashir Moshe, and then Moses and the Israelites broke out in song. That word Az, Aleph Zayin, Az, and then, is actually a word that conveys quite a bit of nuance, and there's much written about that word. And then Moshe began to sing. Then, it's also the future tense, he will sing. A lot happening there, and one tradition has it that the Az, and then Moses began to sing, teaches us that there was a pause that Moses had to, along with the Israelites, to take in the full enormity, not only of the relief of having made it to the other side, but also the calamity and the Egyptians drowning and all of the suffering that went into their becoming free people. And so I know that we pause here also this 7th day of Pesach, tonight and tomorrow, and Acharon Shel Pesach and Shabbat itself, to recognize that we're not yet liberated in so many senses. There's a relief that spring has sprung. There's a relief that 100 people showed up here behind us in the room to celebrate last Saturday night's second Seder. There's relief that the beginnings of community and other things are beginning to rebound. And there's also the enormity of what's taken place over the last 2 years. It still is in the air. There's the enormity of what is still happening, of course, in the Ukraine and all the suffering that we are witnessing. And so as we enter into this last little bit of the Festival of Freedom, we're holding also the fullness of this experience of relief and liberation and potential, right, all the gradual potential emergence, again, into the world that we knew. But of course, we've been changed, and so has the world around us been changed. And we hold both of those truths together as we make our way towards the Acharon Shel Pesach, the end of Pesach. I want to bless you and wish each and every one of you Chag Sameach. May the song of the sea in your life be a song that liberates and that holds the full story in all of its complexity. May God bless us with a heart that can hold. A good Yantiv, Chag Sameach.